Izzy Adesanya in 205 pounds. Where are we at on that, guys? That seems like a distant memory. It seems as though, the way I recall it in my mind, he moved up to fight Jan Blachowicz, all because there was a Hail Mary pass out there to get John Jones and Izzy together. That's how I remember that. Am I misremembering? Because that sounds right, and Izzy has a problem at 185 that nobody seems to want to discuss, which is he's out of contenders. Israel Adesanya is out of contenders. You can argue Jared Cannonier. The reason I'm pushing back on that is Jared Cannonier has business with Derek Brunson. He's tied up. If you released and freed Jared Cannonier, okay, great. Is Cannonier in front of Sean Strickland? Probably. Considering Sean wasn't given the opportunity and was booked against Luke Rockhold. Yeah, he probably is. But my argument of Izzy being out of contenders is extremely true, and it's very evident of the fact that he's already on the rematch tour. Him fighting Marvin was him fighting Marvin a second time. Him being fighting against Whitaker is him fighting Whitaker for the second time. Derek Brunson, I think we all agree, is the guy. And if he gets it done over Cannonier, I think we're going to have a very hard argument, even to be anti-Brunson, which seems like the world is. I mean, in all fairness, nobody's helped Derek Brunson. But let's just say that that happens. That'll be Izzy fighting Derek for the second time. How many times has he got to fight the same guy? All of them? He only gets to do rematches, which is okay. He'll clean out a division. Georges St. Pierre did it, went down, remembered pretty favorably. That's okay. But my argument isn't whether we want to see that or we don't. My argument is to prove he's out of contenders, and I just succeeded. So what do you do at 185 pounds? Well, if you're Adesanya and you're getting tired of the comeback tour, you've got to have some parity, you got to have some motivation. Moving up to 205 is the way to do it, but considering he already came in that division, cut the line in front of everybody, and fought the guy who's got the current belt, it would seem as though Blachowicz has got to go. For Izzy to be moved back up, to be open to the idea, to walk away from 185 pounds, I think he's going to need a different champion at 205. I'm guessing, guys, at best. You want a real I'm not even making a prediction. I'm making a guess. You want a prediction? I predict he stays at 185 and fights all of these guys the second time. However, that's a year's worth of work. That's a year's worth of work. What do we do then? He's going to start fighting the same guys 3 times. I mean, do you see contenders coming up at 185? I'm wide open to it. I know at heavyweight, they're here now. The heavyweights of the future are not training in Cuba or with Khabib and Dagestan. They're with the organization right now. The Tanner Bozeman's of the world just have not been exposed and given their opportunity, and they don't know how to go out there and seize it. So it's going to be a long path, but we got 5 heavyweights right now, young guys, straight up badasses with real skills. They're just not identified, and they're far from being stars. They're far from being marquee guys. And I'm asking you, do we have the same scenario at 185? And I'm missing it. I look at Ian Heinisch. Ian Heinisch is as hard of a night out as you're going to find in the sport. Period. And you could find better guys, and you could find a more dangerous guy in this position. Ian Heinisch is as bad of a night as you're going to have at the office. Oh, great. I got to go to work today, and I got to fight that guy. Oh, great. All right. Let's get this over with. Right, it's one of those situations, and Heinisch, last I saw, was ranked 9, and that was the last I saw. I don't look at the rankings. I would trust that he's moved to more like 11 after his fight with Gastelum. So if we're starting to identify who's up and down 185 pounds currently, trying to make believe that we know who's going to be a contender for Izzy, it's one of the reasons I'm not willing to dismiss Darren Till. Till did not have his ideal performance and definitely did not have his ideal outcome against Derek. Till offers something to Izzy. And you must get the blessing of Adesanya. If any guy has proven that, it's him. The night that he fought Yoel Romero with Yoel coming off a loss. And Izzy telling Dana, I don't care about any of that stuff. I want to fight him. I don't want punished for my success. I don't want punished and told I can't fight the guys I want to fight. I'm in the fight business. I'm in the one field in the world I don't have to like my coworker, and I can punch him. Don't punish me. Dana goes, man, okay. All right. But Paulo Costa got the nod as well because Izzy gave it to him. Bobby Knuckles is getting the nod a second time because Adesanya handed it to him. You have to have the mandate. And I think that before you count out Darren Till in title contention, I get he's got to have a win. I get he might even need 2. I'm just suggesting don't throw him out yet. There's a place for the Darren Tills and the Sean Stricklands of the world. Fresh blood that on any given night, big problem. Unless you believe Izzy has to only fight the same 4 or 5 guys. And for how long?